Welcome back. And in this session, we will see the orthographic projection of this drawing. So this one I think we have already discussed in class. So I will just give you a kind of revision thing. So it's very simple component. You have a bracket, you have an arc, and you have some two holes. And here you have mentioned as your front view. So this arrow marks indicates your front view, that we all know that, right? So this is my front view. So if this is my front view, this side view is going to be my right side view. So in the paper or in the drawing sheet, I will draw the same right side view in the left side. So top view is the bottom. This we all know, right? So I will start drawing this entire component. So initially we need to find the total length, total breadth, and total height, right? So I will just draw this. Here will be my length, here will be my breadth, and here will be my height, right? Now the distance in align with the front view will always be the length, and the nearby dimension will be its base, and height, you obvious height, you will all know that, right? So always the distance which is in align with my front view is going to be my length. So what is the length over here? You can see 15 plus 60 plus 30. This is the entire length. So 15 plus 60 plus 30, that is 90 plus 15, which is 105. So the length of the component is going to be 105. The breadth, obvious, it's a very straight value, so I will just give it as 50. And the height of the component, total height, right, from this point to this point you need your height, that is given as 20 plus 25 plus this radius value, which is 25. So 20 plus 25 plus 25, 50 plus 20, which is equal to 70. So we have got that the total length of the component is 105, total breadth of the component is 50, and total height of the component as 70. So this is going to be my front view, right? So in the front view, I can see the length and the height. So length and height can be seen from the front view. From the top view, I can see this will be your again this will be your length and this will be your breadth, right? So I can see the length and breadth. From the side view, I can see breadth and height. As discussed in our previous problem, this is common for all, right? From the front view, I can see the length and height. From the top view, I can see the length and breadth. From the side view, I can see the breadth and height. So this is common. Now what we will do is we will draw axis line, we will draw the equidistance line, and then we will cover the entire component with rectangular boxes. So we will draw the rectangular boxes for the front view, we will draw the rectangular boxes for the top view, similarly for the right side view, right? So initially I will start my drawing with the axis lines. So usually I will just draw the axis lines, which will be again uh, thinner lines, right? Then I will draw the equidistance line. So I will draw a little bit thick because in the previous diagram I think it was not properly visible. So I will just make lines thick. You should draw using 2H pencils, right? Only your final component should be thick. So I will just draw an equidistant lines. I will take some 2 centimeters over there. So I will just take 2 centimeters here and 2 centimeters here. That is 20 mm over on the both sides, right? It's to this, and from this to this. Similarly to the top and bottom, I will take some 2 mm. This one and this one, I will take some 2 centimeters. Sorry, I mentioned as mm, that is centimeters. That is 20 mm. Okay, now this is an equidistant line. This is going to be my axis, x dash, y dash, and y. So this is going to be my axis. This is the equidistant point where I can draw my drawings, right? Now I will come back to drawing. Now I will draw the rectangular thing for my front view, top view, and side view. Since the right side view is given for me the question, this is the front view, this is the right side view, right? So we will always draw the drawing in the paper in the left side view. So this is going to be my left side. So here I will have the front view, here I will have the top view, and in the left side I will have the right side view, right? So here I will have my front view, here I will have my top view, and the left side view will be, sorry, right side view will be on my left hand side. So this will be a little bit you should be conscious with these kind of things. Now now the next thing is uh, to draw the drawing, right? That is covering the entire object with the help of rectangles. For the front view, I have length into height rectangle. What is the length? 105. What is the height? 70. So 105 comma 70, I will draw the rectangle first. So from here, this is going to be my 105 comma 70, right? 105 comma 70. I will draw the rectangle first. I will just cover the component with a rectangle. And similarly, for the top view, you have length into breadth. What is the length? 105, breadth 50. So initially, I will just draw the projection lines, right? So automatically, this line will become 105. So I have drawn this 105 and the breadth will be 50. So from here to here, it is going to be 50. I will just mark a point. Again, from here, if you draw properly, it will come around 105. Okay. I will draw this 105 and 50. And similarly for the side view, right side view, it is breadth into height. The breadth is 50 and the height is, as we see, 20 plus 25 plus this radius 25, which is 70. So I will draw breadth of 50 and the height of 70. I will mark 50 over here and height of 70. Right? And I can draw this. I can just draw some projection lines from here even, so that I will directly get a rectangle over there. So I have drawn these three rectangles, which will be very much important. Then now I have drawn rectangle to cover the front. Now that I have drawn the rectangle to cover the side view. Now I have drawn the rectangle to cover the top view. Now the rest of the things we can just fill it up. So this is the front view. I will start with the front view. As you can see, I have a 15 mm line. I have a 20 mm. This distance is given us here, right? 20 mm line. And from here to here, I have 45 mm. From here to here, this point to this point, I have 45 mm. Similarly, this cut I have 10 mm and here I have 10 mm and I can join these two distances. So let me start from here. So initially I will start these two ends with 15 and 15 mm, right? That you can draw using thicker lines. So first 15 mm and in the top you have 20 mm, 20 mm. Similarly from here 15 mm to the top 20 mm, and from I have drawn this 20 mm and this 15 mm. From here to here 45 mm, right? Some people what they will do the mistake because they will take 30 mm from here. Please note it carefully. From this end to this one. For this circle, the distance is given as 30. This distance is same as that of this distance. It's going to be only 15. Some people have made some mistakes over here. So I am repeating this. From here to here, that is for the circle's measurement, it has been given as 30. Ultimately, this distance is going to be 15. Okay. So be careful in it. And now I will draw this line, which is of distance 45 from both sides. So I will just draw a 45 mm line to both ends. Okay. We'll make it straight. So I will just draw a 45 mm lines to both the sides. Just draw a 45 mm line. Now the next step is, as you can see, I can see this arc. This arc will be look like as a straight compound when I see from the front view at infinite distance, right? So I can just enlarge this thing to the top. Just enlarge this thing to the top and I can cover this. Okay, so this is going to be my front view, and here this cut is 10 mm. They have mentioned this cut as 10 mm, so I will just draw a 10 mm line over through the top. Similarly, this cut is again 10 mm and I can just join that. Right, so this is going to be my front view. We will have some hidden points details that we will do it later. Once we complete all the outer components, then we will come back to the inner surfaces where we can draw our hidden lines and the slot lines all those things. Now I will come for the top view. So I have drawn my front view, right? So this is going to be my front view, and it is very obvious, very clear that this is going to be my front view. These portions are just going to be my front view. So I have covered that, right? Now I need to draw the top view. While looking from the top, just follow the same project. Try to just close this, or just try to compress this. So once I just compress it, I can able to see these portions, right? Let me give it some other note into marks. I can see these portions, I can see these portions, and I can see this curved line as a straight line while looking from the top, right? While looking from the top, I can see this portion, I can see this portion, I can see this portion, and I can see these two holes over there. So what I can do is I can just first complete the outer box, which we have already done, right? We have already drawn a rectangle. For most of the component, the top view will constitute this rectangle. Okay, so it's very good to draw your drawing from starting from that rectangle. Each one will follow different techniques to draw. So at the end of the day, it's your imagination capability. So I have drawn this, and then I will draw projection lines from all those ends. I have drawn projection lines from here, projection lines from here, and from here. From all those cuts, I have drawn the projection lines. Now, looking from the top, I have drawn this outer case. This will be visible, no? This curved surface will be seen in the compressed manner. I don't want to measure that 45 to 45, and I need to measure this. Ultimately, once you draw the projection line, you will get that line. This is the compound, or this is the arc we have. This is the arch we have. So similarly, we will compress this, no? So this is going to be my directly going to be my arc distance. So it's clear. So it is now clear. Now I can see two circles or two holes, which is at a distance of from this end 30, from this end 30, and from the top it's 25. From this end 30, and from the top it's 25, right? So I can draw that from this end 30. I will just mark a smaller line over here, and from this end you have it on 25. So what I will do is I will just draw some thinner lines to get the midpoint out, right? I will just draw very thin lines so that I will get the midpoint, and from that midpoint you can see you can have two holes of diameter 10. So with radius 5, I can draw the two holes. So I will just measure 5 mm, or if you have a template, you can very well use that template to draw that circle. So I will just have this, and sorry, the circle is 5 mm. Wait, 1 second. Diameter is 10, so the radius will be 0.5. I have taken 10 mm, so the diameter will be, sorry, the radius will be 0.5. So from this circle, from 0.5, I will draw the circle, right? If you have some kind of what to say, like templates, you can very well use your template. Similarly, from this end it is at 30, and from the top it is 25. And I think that you are getting it right. From this end you are getting 30, and from the top you are getting 25. The same we are going to repeat. So I will just draw a thin line again. From here I will just draw a thin line so that I will get this midpoint. Now in this midpoint, with the same measurements, I will draw the circle. Okay, so I have completed my circles, two circles. Anything else? So again, you can see two projection lines are intersecting over here, which represent the slot. While looking from the top, I have a slot in the bottom, which is invisible when I am looking from the top, right? I have a slot which is invisible. So invisible lines will be always represented by using hidden lines. So once you draw the projection lines towards the slot, you will get that distance easily. You don't want to measure each and everything. So that is the beauty of orthographic projections. So I have got my two circles and the slot dimensions, right? That is my top. And the next thing is going to be your right side view, which we will draw it on our left side. So while looking from the right side, you can able to see, let me using mark using straight lines. So you can see this portion while looking from the right. This portion will be invisible, and you can see this portions very well. Clear? I think you are able to see, or else just follow the technique. Just you just try to compress while whenever you are seeing, you just try to compress so that I can see this portion and I can see this portion with the whole and rest of the things we will draw. Right. Before that, we will draw projection lines to from all of those cuts. I will have a slot over here, so I will draw the projection lines. Similarly, I have a cut over here. I will draw the projection lines. Similarly, in the top, I have it. Okay, now I need to draw projection lines from the top view, right? For that, initially draw the projection lines up to the XY line. From here, from this circle to XY line, from this bottom end to XY line, and similarly from this end to XY line. Then from your compass, from this axis midpoint, right? Some people again will do a mistake. So from that axis midpoint, I will just measure this and I will cut an arc. I will just have this and I will just cut an arc. So it will automatically come here. I will measure this. I will cut an arc up to XY line. From extend up to XY, and from XY, you need to draw the arc up to the XY line. Don't draw the arc anywhere else, right? Some people will mark the arc up to the equidistant lines. That will be wrong. So I will just draw the arc up to my XY line. So once I get this arc, then I can just extend all those projection lines to my top. I can just draw the projection lines to the top. Now I can able to draw the left side, sorry, right side. So right side view, I can see this box first and I can see this archy manner, right? So initially to draw the box, you have already have this projection lines with you. So you can just connect all your projection lines, or else you just measure 50 mm and 20 mm and you can draw. What is the problem in measurement is sometimes you will ended up in some kind of mistakes, right? So once you cover this box with a rectangle and once you start drawing practicing it like this now, you will not get any kind of your mistakes. Now while looking from this view, I have a slot over here which will be invisible. That slot line is mentioned over here, so I will just draw a hidden line over this slot, right? On this slot, I will just draw the hidden lines. Okay. Now I have drawn the hidden lines. Now, what will be the next step? I can see this portion, right? I can see this 25 straight line, and from here I will have a radius of 25. In between 25 comma 25, that is the total distance is 50 and this distance is 25. These two are in same line, right? So from here 25 and from here 25, I will have the center point. You can see from here 25 and from here 25, I will get the midpoint. From this midpoint, I can draw the diameter 25 circle, and from this midpoint, I can draw the radius 25 mm circle. So what I will do is initially I will draw the 25 mm line to both sides. Okay, from here to here, I will draw the 25 mm lines. Right now, to mark the circle, initially I will just come up with the center point, and that is 25, and you will just draw a circle, the midpoint over there, and once I draw a center point from here, I will get this midpoint. From here, the radius is, sorry, diameter is 25. For this circle, the diameter is 25, so the radius would be 12.5, right? That is, I will take around 12.5, and from this midpoint, I will draw this circle. Are you clear? So I have drawn this circle. Then I have an arch. I have an arch at the same midpoint at radius 25. So I will just take radius 25. I will take radius as 25, and from the same curve, I can just obtain the curve like this. It will come and okay, wait a minute. I made the mistake. Okay, we'll just measure 25. Compass was not proper. Yeah, okay. Now I can just draw some parallel lines. Okay, to the same. So I have made some kind of random measurements, so it is not coming proper. If you have taken your arc properly, means it will cut at your exact. So I can have this arc. Actually, it should not be like this. We have an arc over there. Okay, it should come properly. Once you draw this diagram properly, you will get the structure properly. So this is how I will draw the radius 25 mm circle. Now it's time to mark all those hidden lines. So whenever you have a circle opposite to that structure, mostly you will have the hidden lines. So this circle is hidden over there. So I will just draw projection lines, and these lines will be hidden. Similarly, these lines, and here again you will have your hidden point. Similarly, you have two circles opposite to that. You will have mostly have the hidden lines. So we'll just draw this. This will be hidden. Draw this, and this will be hidden. Similarly, here draw this. This will be hidden. You just draw this. This will be hidden. Right? You have two circles. Now let me mark the center line. To mark the center line, you need to draw a long dash, short dash, long, short, long, short dash. Long dash, short dash, long, short, long, short, long. Similarly here, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long, short dash. Similarly here, we need to draw the long dash and short dash concept to note the center point. Right? Similarly, you will have the center point over here. Same here. Similarly, the same here. Right, and one more thing, when we are looking from here, we will miss this slot right here. The smaller slot will be hidden, so I will draw this also. Up to the slot it is hidden, so we'll just draw this hidden lines. I guess I'm cutting it right. Up to this distance it will be hidden, so up to this one I have drawn the hidden lines for you. Right, so this is how you need to draw your front view, top view, and your right side view. Measurements, it's pretty simple. You just give some 1 mm or 1 centimeter distance between both the points, and you should mark the measurements. For measurements, I will put a separate video, okay, having all those things, and how to mark the diameter, how to mark the measurement, radius. So all those kind of things I will just share a separate video so that you will get a clear idea. Similarly, once we missed right here, also you will have the center same. Okay, so for dimensioning I will just put a separate video. First you just uh, know that how to draw the outline, or how to convert a 3D drawing into a 2D component. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.